WWF Slam Jam, and what a slammin' jammin' time is headed your way 1 week from this Thursday night, July 11th, with the Attitude Adjustment Tour. Man, oh man, the British Bulldog's powerful guy. Last Sunday at the King of the Ring, came within an eyelash of winning the WWF title. Ran through his opponent right then. What's going to happen next Thursday night? That's right, not this Thursday night, next Thursday, July 11th, when the British Bulldog has to meet the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior returning to the Nick in Albany to take on the British Bulldog. Also, what's going to happen to Shawn Michaels? He defends the World Wrestling Federation title against the 450-pound man they call Vader. But keep in mind, Owen Hart will be in the Knickerbocker Arena. We just said the British Bulldog will be in the Knickerbocker Arena. We're talking about Camp Cornette, and we're not talking about Boy Scouts there. And we're not talking about a Boy Scout when we talk about Gold Dust, who is minus his gold. He will try to retrieve it when he tries to beat the man that beat him, the new Intercontinental Champion, Ahmed Johnson. Let's hear from Ahmed.
Well, once again, I'm very happy to be in your hometown to defend the People's Belt, the Intercontinental title. But Goldust, I heard you want to meet me again. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. I have never once judged you for being different. I've never once called you out your name, because I don't do stuff like that. You being different means nothing to me, because if I judge you for that, then I'm a racist, I'm a prejudice, and I'm neither one of the two. But I tell you what, I know underneath all that makeup and that wig and that gold robe, I know deep down inside there lies a man. And you showed me that you were a man in King of the Ring. But I tell you what, Goldust, if you want another shot at the People's Belt, then come and get it.
Did you see the King of the Ring? If you did, you know what Ahmed is talking about. If you forget about the goofy wig and the weird makeup and the weird innuendos, at 6'6", 270 pounds, inside that squared circle, Goldust is double tough. There's no telling what he'll do to get back the Intercontinental title. And how about this one? The Undertaker and Mankind. Has the Undertaker finally met his match? Is this the end of his reign? We're talking about the Attitude Adjustment. And speaking of the Undertaker, when we come back on Slam Jam, we'll ask him about his match with Mankind.
Well, folks, still to come, I'm going to have the opportunity and the pleasure of interviewing Sonny.
Yes, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, the Godwins are in the house. Driving down the hatches, Hillbilly Jim's coming to town.
Wake up! There's a new for sandwich at Burger King.
All right, everyone, welcome back to WWF Slam Jam, and that's why... that's our slogan. Anything can happen here in the World Wrestling Federation. Upsets, Sonny getting slopped. She seemed a little upset about that herself, didn't she? You know, Sonny's team, the Smoking Guns, who are the WWF Tag Team Champions, will be involved in this Attitude Adjustment Tour 1 week from this Thursday night, July 11th, in the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany. They'll be involved in the first ever 4-team elimination tag team match. The Guns, the Godwins, the New Rockers, and the Body Donnas, who will have their new manager, Sonny's replacement, Cloudy, with them. Fireworks? I think so. What about the fireworks between Savio Vega and Stone Cold Steve Austin? Austin, the man that won the King of the Ring, they're going to be involved in a no disqualification match. And if you saw the King of the Ring Spectacular, you saw the brutality in the matchup between the deranged Mankind when he upset the Undertaker. He defeated the Undertaker. Right now, let's talk to the Undertaker about when he will meet Mankind again in Albany in the Knickerbocker Arena.
Mankind, I promise you, your luck is run out, for you'll face the Grim Reaper one more time, one-on-one.
Mankind, you must be feeling quite proud at this point. For time and time again, you've gained the upper hand. But what you've done, Mankind, you have awakened the beast. And the beast is hungry. Hungry for your soul. Mankind, you will rest in peace.
Boy, I hope it is not over, and I'm talking about the reign of the phenom of the World Wrestling Federation, The Undertaker, but I gotta tell you people, I was at the King of the Ring Spectacular. Mankind really took it to The Undertaker. Who knows what's going to happen 1 week from this Thursday night? And who knows what's going to happen between Shawn Michaels and the man called Vader? I told you the rest of Camp Cornette will be in the Knickerbocker Arena. Owen Hart, who will be taking on Jake the Snake Roberts. The British Bulldog, who will be taking on the Ultimate Warrior. You can find it out by joining us live. These matches won't be on TV. Tickets start as low as $10. Get ready to get your attitude adjusted.
Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. When we return, we're going to talk.
Hello, Tri-Cities. Welcome to WWF Slam Jam. And that man that we just got through seeing right there, the Pearl River Powerhouse, the brand new Intercontinental Champion, the man that heads up the People's Posse, Ahmed Johnson, will be a major part Thursday night in Albany, New York, and the Knickerbocker Arena of the Attitude Adjustment Tour. Don't forget, tickets start as low as $10. Ahmed will be defending his newly won Intercontinental title against the man he took it from, the Bizarre Goldust. You will also see Shawn Michaels. That's right, the WWF champion, face his biggest test to date in the 450-pound man they call Vader. And you will see the British Bulldog take on the most intense, reckless WWF superstar of all time, this man.
Living in the way of a warrior, living in a way which I choose to live as the designated guardian upon the terrain of testament. Let the ring become our battlefield. Let the ring become the dog pound in which you are accustomed. Let me understand that you are focused in the physical discipline, in the physicalities of battle. You will therefore then, British Bulldog, understand that I choose to associate with the force, answer to a force much greater than the bark or bite you bring before me. You, Bulldog, will feel the full power, the full clamping down, if you will, of an intrusion which has no end and has no one to stop it. I promise you, Bulldog, that you will fall. You will roll over. You will do trick upon trick for the power that I control, the power of the Ultimate Warrior!
Did you feel that energy? Did you feel that power? Did you feel the spirit of the warrior? Imagine what it's going to feel like Thursday night inside the Knickerbocker Arena. And I got to tell you, these matches will not be televised. The only way you can see them is by joining us live. You also see Jake the Snake Roberts take on Owen Hart, the Wild Man Mark Merrill with Sable taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and The Undertaker against the deranged Mankind. When we come back on Slam Jam, we'll talk to Mankind.
Yet to come this week on WWF Superstar.
Hey, when he gets back in the ring with a Wild Man, I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, let's take you to Slam Jam. Let's get out of here.
All right, welcome back to WWF Slam Jam, Albany, Schenectady, and Troy. And there is your 96 winner of the King of the Ring tournament, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is this guy ruthless or what? He has no heart whatsoever. And Thursday night in the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, he will be taking on the Latin sensation, sweeping the nation, Savio Vega, in a no disqualification match. That means basically he can do whatever he wants. Savio, you best be prepared. Also, you will see the first ever 4-team elimination tag team match. The Godwins, the New Rockers, the Body Donnas with Cloudy, and of course the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Smoking Guns with Sonny. Jake the Snake Roberts takes on the King of Hearts, Slammy Award-winning Owen Hart. You will also see the Ultimate Warrior. You have not lived till you've seen the Warrior live. And then the return match from the King of the Ring Spectacular, the Phenom of the World Wrestling Federation, The Undertaker. Can he rise from the ashes and avenge his loss at the King of the Ring to the deranged Mankind? I don't know. We're going to find out this Thursday night. Right now, we're going to talk to that deranged individual. Here's Mankind.
Undertaker, I can imagine how you must feel coming from a place in your life where you had it all. Respect, love, and fear. But now, after King of the Ring, you are left with a manager that you can no longer trust. Oh, from which you cannot escape. And a future which is gravely in doubt, because I'm seeing your tombstone. My name's not on it. So you remember this, dead man? We step in the ring, I can eliminate you just like... Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Who does he think he's kidding? He's not going to have a nice night this Thursday night in the Knickerbocker Arena, but you will have a fantastic evening by joining the World Wrestling Federation Live. Like I told you before, tickets start as low as $10. You can't beat that. And talk about beat. Will Shawn Michaels get the beating of his life when he faces the 450-pound Vader? He will need all of you, his clique, in full force. It's the Attitude Adjustment Tour, Thursday night inside the Nick. But hello, Tri-City area, Troy, Schenectady, and of course, Albany. Welcome to WWF Slam Jam, and rock on, dude. Don't those guys kind of get on your nerves? Well, they do mine, but they are a good team. But there's a lot of good teams here in the World Wrestling Federation as of late. I mean, the tag team title, it's going like a bouncing ball. I mean, not to make light of it. It's just because the competition is so good. And speaking of the WWF tag team titles, they will be part of the Attitude Adjustment Tour 5 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th, when the World Wrestling Federation returns to Albany, returns to the Knickerbocker Arena. Now, that's not the only title that will be defended. All titles here in the World Wrestling Federation will be on the line. The tag team titles, the Intercontinental title, as well as the WWF title, and maybe that will still be the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I'll tell you, one match I know you'd love to see would be The Undertaker against the deranged, sadistic Mankind. Don't know that that match will be signed, but I know The Undertaker is looking forward to coming to Albany. Let's hear from him.
But our work's not through yet, because I'm bringing my Undertaker to your town!
So as the ground begins to rumble, and the skies grow black, the souls will soon be coming from their graves. But there's nothing to fear, unless you're standing in the ring, looking into the eyes of the Reaper. For that is the beginning of the end. So when we come to your town, be prepared. Prepared for the darkness and the end of another opponent, laid to rest by the hands of the Reaper.
Obviously, The Undertaker, one of many WWF superstars that want to be on this gigantic card, the Attitude Adjustment Tour, 5 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. One WWF superstar that definitely is on this card will be in the Knickerbocker Arena, the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior returns to the Knickerbocker Arena. Tickets are as low as $10 and go on sale tomorrow. All right, when we come back, we will talk about the King of the Ring.
Goes Dark to the Slam Jam.
Hello, Tri-Cities. That's right, Troy, Albany, and Schenectady. Welcome to WWF Slam Jam. Now, I told you last week that this week I would have for you the full card of the Attitude Adjustment Tour headed to the Knickerbocker Arena 4 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. Like a postman, I do deliver. The Godwins, who we just saw find victory over the Ring Lords, they are going to be in a 4-team elimination tag team match. The Godwins, the New Rockers, the Body Donnas, and the Smoking Guns, the WWF Tag Team Champions. Of course, the Smoking Guns will have Sonny in their corner. No telling what's going to go on in that match. Now, I've been telling you for recent weeks that we would see the Ultimate Warrior. That's right, and you will see the Ultimate Warrior. He will return to the Knickerbocker Arena. It's been over 3 years since he has been there, and he will take on the British Bulldog in a special attraction match. Also, Ahmed Johnson will face Goldust in the Intercontinental title match. No telling what's going to go on there. Shawn Michaels defends the WWF title against a man twice his size, the man they call Vader, and The Undertaker meets this deranged individual.
Undertaker, how have I destroyed thee? Well, let me count the ways. I've dropped an elbow across your throat, stuck my fingers down inside your tongue, And now I've beaten you at your own game. Because that's the difference between you and me. You play mind games, but I make up the rules. So when we step inside the ring, I want all the fans to know that he can expect a whole new Undertaker. One with no guts, no spine, no heart, and no chance of survival against the powers of mankind. Have a nice day.
I told you he was deranged. And you have to wonder, has The Undertaker met his match when it comes to mind games? The Undertaker against Mankind. And what about Shawn Michaels defending the WWF title against a guy twice his size, the man they call Vader? Boy, what a night it's going to be. Tickets start as low as $10 in the Knickerbocker Arena 4 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. And speaking of the WWF title match, when we come back on Slam Jam, we'll talk to Shawn Michaels.
Still to come right here on WWF Superstars. We'll take an in-depth look, ladies and gentlemen, at Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog. Yes, the WWF.
All right, everybody, welcome back to WWF Slam Jam. We are talking about slamming and jamming back to the Knickerbocker Arena 4 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. I got to tell you, this will be the only time that the World Wrestling Federation will be in the Knickerbocker Arena this summer, so you don't want to miss the Attitude Adjustment Tour. 24 WWF Superstars, 9 killer matches, including Savio Vega taking on arch-enemy Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jake the Snake Roberts is on the card. The Wild Man Mark Merrill with the Sizzling Sable in his corner will take on Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Ahmed Johnson, and we know how irate he is at Goldust. They will meet for the Intercontinental title. The Ultimate Warrior takes on the British Bulldog in a special attraction. For the WWF title, Shawn Michaels defends it against the man they call Vader, a man that has run through all competition so far here in the World Wrestling Federation. Right now, let's hear from the Heartbreak Kid.
Vader, fact is, the World Wrestling Federation may not be big enough for the both of us. So since you're taking up most of the room, I'm going to have to force you to leave. Now, I've been real busy being a World Wrestling Federation champion, but not busy enough that I haven't noticed that you have destroyed absolutely everything that's been in your path. And to be perfectly honest, there's no difference between myself and everything that's been in your path. I'm flesh, bone, and blood. The fact of the matter is, there's one intangible that is bigger than you that you cannot possibly destroy, and that is the Clique. The people that have put this belt around my waist, the people that I get out there and I fight for each and every night. Vader, when the Clique starts chanting HBK, and they ask me to tune up the chin music, it's gonna happen. The Clique sets the clock, and they say, it's not Vader time, it's later time.
You know, you got to wonder, will Shawn be as focused as he needs to be when he faces the man they call Vader? A guy weighs twice as much as he does. But if we know if anybody can overcome obstacles and hurl these big hurdles, it is Shawn Michaels because of you, the Clique, because you give him the support he needs. What a night it's going to be. Tickets start as low as $10. The World Wrestling Federation live and kicking at the Knickerbocker Arena Thursday night, July 11th.
All right, here we go. Marty Jannetty, ladies and gentlemen, of the
Cities area, welcome to WWF Slam Jam. You know, there's been a lot of controversy about the officiating here in the World Wrestling Federation. Maybe that's getting straightened out. I'll tell you what definitely will get straightened out is some of the WWF Superstars' attitudes. They will get adjusted on the Attitude Adjustment Tour 3 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th in the Knickerbocker Arena. Shawn Michaels taking on the man they call Vader. Ahmed Johnson, boy, he might get the Intercontinental title when he takes on Goldust. Also, the Ultimate Warrior returns. He will face the British Bulldog. But what about the Wild Man, Mark Merrill, with Sable taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley? Right now, let's hear from the Wild Man.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, this wild journey between you and I seems to be endless. At times, you've even had your moments. But in this jungle, where only the strong survive, you are going to be eaten alive. Like the mighty cat who hides in the night, I'm going to tear you apart before you even know what bit you. In this mighty jungle, this lion will sleep tonight. But you, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, won't have a moment's peace.
Welcome to the jungle.
Boy, she looks good, and she looks better in person. Okay, I guess it would only be fair now to hear from the Wild Man's opponent on July 11th. I'm talking about Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Mark Merrow, you have now set the stage. You know, I walked in your house, as I always do, a true gentleman. I tried to wrestle by the rules, but you insisted upon bringing in outside interference from that used piece of garbage, Sable. It was you that rammed my head into a steel pole. Well, Mark Merrow, you call yourself the Wild Man? Well, now you're going to see Triple H get wild. And remember this, everything that happens to you now, you brought upon yourself.
That's going to be a great match. There are going to be 9 kicking matches, 24 of your favorite WWF superstars, including The Undertaker against Mankind, and a 4-team elimination tag team match that we'll talk more about when we come back on Slam Jam. And also when we come back on Slam Jam, we will talk to the man who will challenge Shawn for the title, Vader.
Still to come this week on WWF Superstars, the first King of the Ring tournament quarterfinal matchup. Jake the Snake Roberts.
All right, everybody, we are talking about the Attitude Adjustment Tour headed to the Knickerbocker Arena. 3 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. 9 matches, 24 of your favorite WWF superstars. And I still can't get over the Smoking Guns with Sonny. But I'll tell you what, both the Smoking Guns and Sonny will be in the Knickerbocker Arena July 11th because they'll be part of the first ever 4-team elimination tag team match. The Godwins, the Smoking Guns, the Body Donnas, and the New Rockers. Now, it's real simple. If your partner or yourself, you get pinned and you're eliminated, so you got to go back. Godwins could be in some trouble here. Speaking about trouble, what about Latin sensation Savio Vega taking on arch enemy Stone Cold Steve Austin? Jake the Snake Roberts, will it be DDT time when he faces the Slammy award-winning Owen Hart? And how about it, the WWF title on the line? Shawn Michaels defending. We've been talking about this for weeks. Defending against a man twice his size. He's going to need to click in full force. Right now, let's hear from Jim Cornette and Vader.
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Finally, the match has come. What everybody's waited for. All the magazine writers, all the sports writers, all the newscasters across the world have waited to see Vader take on Shawn Michaels for the World Wrestling Federation title. And Shawn Michaels, you've had a good little run since you beat Bret Hart. You beat that no-good stinking Diesel. You beat the British Bulldog by illegal means. But you're not going to be able to escape the man they call Vader. Gorilla Monsoon's not going to be able to help you. Crooked referees are not going to be able to help you because you, Shawn Michaels, are a sleek, athletic greyhound, fast and agile. But this man is a mean, rabid German shepherd, and he's going to grab you by the scruff of the neck with those big jaws, and he's going to shake you like a toy. And then, Shawn Michaels, you're no longer going to be the champion. The gold is coming home to Vader.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Shawn Michaels has to hit and run. He does not want Vader to get him in the corner and start coming with those punches and then try that Vader bomb. And talk about running. Will the Ultimate Warrior run right over the British Bulldog? It is a special attraction. How long has it been since you've seen the Ultimate Warrior live? Now, this is the only time we will be in Albany at the Knickerbocker Arena this summer. Tickets start as low as $10. It's going to be a great time, but it will be even greater if you join us. We are talking about the Attitude Adjustment Tour. 3 weeks from this Thursday night in the Knickerbocker Arena, July 11th. Hello, Tri-Cities, Albany, Schenectady, and Troy. Welcome to WWF Slam Jam. I hope everyone is enjoying this King of the Ring special. I know I am, and I hope you're planning on joining us tonight for the King of the Ring Spectacular live exclusively on pay-per-view, 7 o'clock Eastern from the sold-out Mecca Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And don't forget to check out the free-for-all. It happens 30 minutes prior to the King of the Ring Spectacular, so that'd be 6:30 on your preview channel. Won't cost you a dime. That's why we call it the free-for-all. New Rockers will be taking on the Body Donnas in and the Body Donnas will be unveiling their new manager. But let's talk turkey, if you will. Let's talk about the Attitude Adjustment Tour. Headed to the Knickerbocker Arena. 9 killer matches. Over 20 of your favorite World Wrestling Federation superstars, including the return of the Ultimate Warrior to the Knickerbocker Arena. He will take on the equally powerful British Bulldog. What about this match, though? The Undertaker. Has he met his match when it comes to mind games? We will find out when he meets this deranged individual.
Undertaker, it's your friend from underneath the ring. And I'm counting the days because, to tell you the truth, I get a little bit emotional when I hear the music. I feel that lump in my throat. It's emotion. Because I know I get yet another chance to inflict more punishment on you. Because I'm not through with you, Undertaker. Oh, and you'll feel a lump in your throat, too. But it won't be emotion. It'll be my fingers. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day? I guess he doesn't know the Undertaker like you and I know the Undertaker. Now, this all goes down in the Knickerbocker Arena 2 weeks from this Thursday night, July 11th. And check us out. Tickets start as low as $10. $10. Tell you what else you're going to see. You're going to see Owen Hart in action. You're also going to see the WWF champion Shawn Michaels, provided he still has the title after tonight's King of the Ring. Shawn will defend the title against the 450-pound challenge of the man they call Vader. You will also see the first ever 4-team elimination tag team match. And that includes the Godwins, the New Rockers, the Body Donnas, and the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Smoking Guns. All right, we'll talk more about this great Attitude Adjustment Tour coming your way July 11th.
Still to come.
All righty, welcome back to WWF Slam Jam. I'm always having a good time. I hope you're having a good time, Tri-Cities. I'll tell you how you can have a fantastic time. Come down to the Knickerbocker Arena 2 weeks from this Thursday night for the Attitude Adjustment Tour. What a card it is. Now listen to this. We're talking about Latin sensation Savio Vega taking on arch enemy Stone Cold Steve Austin. No disqualification, which basically means they can do whatever they want to. I bet they will. How about this? New York native, that's right, the wild man, Mark Merle. He will be taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And guys, Sable will be there live. And trust me, she is live. Also, we will see Ahmed Johnson taking on Gold. Title. No matter what happens tonight at the King of the Ring, they will meet 2 weeks away from this Thursday, July 11th, inside the Knickerbocker Arena. And don't forget, tickets start as low as $10. And I tell you what a match it will be when the deranged mankind finally has to meet the Undertaker face to face. Let's hear from the Undertaker and Paul Bearer.
Mankind, for the death of you, I can't understand what you have against my Undertaker. Why you keep popping up everywhere in the casket during the match with the British Bulldog? You want to meet the Undertaker? Here's your chance.
Mankind. There comes a time where one must be held accountable. Time and time again. You have interjected yourself. And yes, you have won some small battles. But there will come a time where you'll have to face me. Face to face. And on that day, it will be a day of reckoning. The day your soul is plunged into the eternal darkness for which I am master. Rest in peace.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is going to be a killer match. Get it? Killer, the Undertaker. Okay, I'll tell you about the rest of the card. The return of the Ultimate Warrior. How long has it been since you've seen the Warrior live? And he will meet the British Bulldog. And don't forget, Shawn Michaels, the leader of the Clique and the leader of the new generation, will take on the 450-pound man they call Vader. It all happens Thursday night, July 11th in the Nick.
And now, second set with
3 days until the new TNN's Fame for 15 15